From fabulous Los Angeles, California, Hollywood, home of the stars, the magic factory where dreams come true, culture capital of the world, jewel of the Pacific, it's the Adam Carolla Show.
Yeah, get it on. Got to get it on. No choice but to get it on mandate. Get it on, and welcome to the show. Good day, Allison Rosen.
Hello, Adam Carolla.
I should say good night now. Good night, Paul Bryan. Does anyone need a blowjob? Harley Morenstein is coming in here of Epic Meal. Also, Daymond John, one of my favorites from Shark Tank. I don't know if you guys watch Shark Tank, but I love me some Shark Tank. So we'll talk to those guys in a couple of few. News, all the rest of the good stuff. I just want to talk a little about the Lance Armstrong thing because I was doing a show with Dr. Drew today in this very same studio, and he was getting emails from Lance Armstrong as we were doing the show saying, these guys are up my ass, and what the hell's going on, and this is insane, and I'm being crucified, and blah, blah, blah. And then Drew got kind of weird and upset by it because Drew's very...
Dreamy?
He's dreamy. He's hunky. He's also worried about the media or future. He hates... You know what Drew hates? He hates... I told
not being on TV?
Not being on TV.
He doesn't do that very often.
Yeah. He hates not being on TV, and he hates people being mean to other people, which is weird because you'd think he'd be over it by now, but he's the kind of guy
He's
who...
sensitive.
If you walk through an airport with him and someone has a critique of him, he'll never tell him to fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell the person to fuck off all the time. He won't. He'll listen to anybody, no matter how horrible. And like I said, a lot of these schools we used to go to, they just let these fucking angry cunts come around the back and wait for us. And the schools aren't run correctly. They're like, hey, this so-and-so wants to talk to you. And then she'd just sit Drew down after we walked off stage and go, what gives you the right to give advice and what makes you think you're better? And after a certain point, I'd be like, hey, bitch, beat it. And Drew would be like, oh,
why you got no play, playa?
What
She's
is it
upset.
that he wants people to like him, or is he actually taking it in, or like why does he not have a stronger "fuck you" reflex?
I think he cares.
He's a big ball of empathy.
I think he took an oath not to tell people to fuck off.
Oh, the
I think that's
fuckocratic oath.
The fuckocratic oath. And I don't know, but he's just sensitive about things. And so he doesn't like all these mean Twitter wars and things going on and, Lance Armstrong being crucified in the media and things like that. And then I just said, first off, do we really give a shit about Lance Armstrong doping or not? Like when people go...
I don't.
No, fuck. Who gives a shit about people who ride a bicycle? Like, number one.
Yeah.
I don't even like people who ride bicycles. No. Number two, this thing where it's like, well, he set the sport back. Oh, he got the sport on the map. No one gave a shit about the sport.
I didn't even know we're considering it a sport.
When we were in high school, did anyone give a fuck about the Tour de France? And
No.
I even hate the fact that I say France
Yeah,
instead
I know.
of France.
Right.
I get enough shit for calling it pajamas instead of pajamas.
Start calling it the French tour.
Pajama. Yeah, the French
Call
tour.
it the French tour.
No, Freedom Tour. Well, you know
Awesome.
how we took French fries and turned them into
That's right.
Freedom fries, and I took French doors and turned them into Freedom
Freedom
doors.
That's right.
All right, let's call it the Tour de Freedom.
What are you doing this weekend? I'm going to hang some Freedom Doors.
That's right, and then watch the Tour de Freedom.
But by the way, I've developed a workaround for pajamas, which is just PJs. Not because it's cute. It's because
Good.
I don't want to be stuck in the jamma thing.
Yeah. For you, though, it's a little close to BJ, and that could have a bad effect on your
know.
man. You want your BJs? Huh? Said PJs. Oh.
Either way, yes.
Sleep in my underpants. So he, first off, got the Tour de France on the map, which it was not, at least in the eyes of Americans,
Right.
number one. Number two, whatever doping he is doing, I'm sure everyone at the top of that game does some version of that. It may not be exact. He may be doing it better than others, but there's
He's
a
still
version.
a better cyclist than anyone else.
Still works his ass off.
And
Yes.
not only that, the doping is sort of representative of the best we can do scientifically, chemically and all that in the lab. How is that much different than Tommy John surgery where you're taking a ligament out of one arm and putting it in the other, or taking a cadaver's blah blah blah. And it's all where science has gotten us, where technology has gotten us. Why is this one thing illegal and the others aren't?
Right.
Adrian
Peterson led the league in rushing this year, and Gale Sayers' career was over with the same injury. So why is it unfair to Gale Sayers and his legacy? I said legacy.
You sure did.
Good one, Ace Man.
The crazy thing, though, is that we're all sitting here, much like anytime there's a sex scandal in politics, we're sitting here and we're like, oh my God, I can't believe he did this, and now he's confessing, blah, blah, blah. And yet I think the point you're making, if this is where you're going, is right, that truly, I don't think anyone gives a fuck or is surprised.
No, number one. Number two, we're going to turn him into some sort of pariah, and we'll get caught up in this lying thing. And I blame you women for starting this, because you're the one who started this bullshit lie, pardon the pun, of it's not that you cheated, it's that you deceived me. Really? So eating the strange pussy?
That's not what's the problem. It's that you didn't tell me. When I smelled strange pussy on you, you said that was just because you walked through a crowded room of people who had been eating pussy and it got on you.
So me being balls deep in your sister, not the issue?
No. I encourage that. It's that you couldn't be open with me about it.
So you would have been cool if I said, I can't fuck you tonight, I'm tired from fucking your sister?
Totally fine if you had just been straightforward with me.
Really?
I thought that you trusted me enough to tell me the truth about anything. We have no lies.
You know what?
All
right. I'm fucking your best friend then. Are we cool? I'm just being straight up. I'm just being straight up. I know. It's actually, a bullshit thing that women started. It's not what you did. It's that you lied about it. But you have to lie because right now he's telling the truth and he's being crucified. So he's making millions of dollars. He wants to keep his yellow jersey and his weird little stuffed tiger, whatever the fuck that thing is they give you. I don't know what they give you. They give you a little stuffed animal when you get to. I guess they feel like it's cuddling time after all that time in the saddle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
All those days on the road in the French countryside.
Yeah, you need a little warmth.
Yeah, need a little something to cuddle with. So there's that thing where they go, well, it's not that you doped, it's that you lied about it. Well, you have to lie. I mean, it's the same thing we did with Clinton. It's the same thing we do with everybody. It's somehow we decide whatever the initial problem was, that's not the problem anymore. It's that you lied about it, although you have to lie. And by the way, that kind of lying is not lying. Like this, I'll explain to you what lying is. Lying is, I was an all-American football player at USC in the late 80s. That's lying. But when a cop says, have you been drinking tonight? And you go, just 2 beers.
And I say, Mr. Murnovich, really? 2 beers?
That's good times.
Late 80s.
That is not, that's just lying to save your ass. That's the kind of lying that anyone would do.
Yeah.
That's Abe Lincoln.
Lawyers call that the truth.
Yeah, if he was riding a horse drunk and they asked him, Mr. Lincoln,
while putting something down on parchment, which you're not allowed to do.
Sir, I need you to do for me right now. Go ahead and get off that horse, okay, for me right now? Okay, Mr. Lincoln. Okay, Mr. Can I call you the Great Emancipator? Maybe just Medium Emancipator tonight.
Take off the stovepipe hat, please.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and take off the stovepipe hat and take that off, please. Okay, what I need you to do is go ahead and, for me right now, real quick, go ahead and close your eyes and lean back for me, okay, right now? See, sir, that's why I said the hat should come off. I got that. Okay. So go ahead and close your eyes. Take your pinky and go ahead and see if you can touch. By the way, I don't think anyone can do that thing where you arch back, close your eyes, and touch your forefinger to the tip of your nose.
No, that's the whole thing with sobriety tests is you can't even pass them when you're sober.
Right. All right. So the lie. Everyone's pissed off about the lie, but again, weren't we supposed to lie? And doesn't everyone lie? And is that really what we're pissed off about? And then the other part where people go, well, what am I supposed to tell my kids? By the way, first off, you don't have to tell your kids shit. They may not ask.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like my kids are going to go, hey, what's up with Lance Armstrong and this whole Oprah thing? I'm devastated.
Right.
So if they don't ask, don't bring it up. That's number one.
That's a waste of my time?
That's right. Number two, the guy pedaled a bike for a living, and he made a bunch of money, and he started a charity, and he tried to get a competitive edge.
He lost a testicle.
Like many other athletes. And he raised over $470 million since 1997. So it says. So here's my whole thing. In life, there's just a scale in life. And are you part of the problem or are you part of the solution? Meaning, Lance Armstrong lied and he did some blood doping and he won some Tour de France's. He got to give his yellow jersey back and all that. Fine. Plenty of dads out there that have fucked 7 different women, cranked out 16 kids, are living in Florida and aren't paying shit and currently beating the shit out of their old lady as we speak. I'd like to focus on them as a society, not the guys who've raised $470 million for cancer research. And by the way, that should count for something.
Yeah.
You know, people do that. Okay, yeah, sure, you raised $470 million, but you did lie. So be it. And
it's a net gain.
Yeah, and God knows how much that fucking guy's paid in taxes. And everyone does this thing all the time where they go, oh, well, what do you keep talking about taxes for? I'll tell you why. That's the greatest charity of all. It's the greatest charity of fucking all.
I guess it is.
Laugh it up, because you have a charity, right? What is your charity?
Live Strong, or whatever it is. Ball Strong.
Right, there it is,
Ball
right?
Strong.
Guess who doesn't have cancer? The Ace Man.
Oh.
So I don't give a fuck about your charity.
Shit.
You see what I'm saying? And my wife's charity, schizophrenia. But guess who doesn't have schizophrenia? Me. So how's your charity helping me? What's your charity? So, ovarian something, please.
It's ovarian something, please.
Thank you. You know what I'm talking about.
God willing, we can cure ovarian something, please.
There's breast cancer. There's ovarian cancer.
Endometriosis. That's mine.
Endometriosis.
Yes.
Okay. All right. The point is this. I don't suffer from any of those things. Sickle cell. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't suffer.
Tay-Sachs, I think.
Okay. I don't suffer from any of these things. So your fundraiser, your 10K, your ride and walk and push and crawl-a-thon, not helping me any. But taxes, Lance Armstrong kicks in $50 million worth of taxes over the last 10 years, or $20 million, whatever it is. I do use the roads. I do use the police force. I do like a nice standing army. I do like a nice bridge that seems to function pretty well. Taxes is the ultimate charity, because it's like me giving and you giving and Lance giving to everyone's charity, which is your way of life. Your parks, your schools, your bridges, your army, your Air Force.
Yes, but he earned all his money in France, so he paid stupid France all those taxes.
France.
Freedom.
Yes, freedom. Okay. So the guy paid a shitload in taxes. He lost the nut, which I sort of argue.
Hasn't he paid enough?
That's what I'm sort of saying. Like, I'm saying you've done enough, and then also this thing where people are disappointed because their kids and you used to be inspired. Like, you inspired me. Well, how am I going to uninspire you? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if I inspired your kid, so Lance Armstrong won his last Tour de Freedom. He won, I don't know, 06, 07, whenever he came back, whenever it was. All right, so maybe you had a 10-year-old son at the time who was a huge Lance Armstrong fan and was wildly inspired. And that went on to make him a better soccer player or ride his bike or something like that. All right, so he didn't know he was doping. He was inspired by Lance Armstrong. What's Lance Armstrong going to do? Build a time machine and go back and uninspire him?
Right.
Too late. He was inspired. You can't unring the inspired bell. He was inspired, turned out to be a fucking cheat. So what?
His inspiration was inspired by lies.
That's right. 05, last win.
But
so
really, of all the things that you could find out about someone that would make you disheartened about them, this is definitely on the easier to tolerate scale than finding out that your beloved hero is a pedophile or something. Because that's harder to bounce back from.
Well, this is, first and foremost, I assume everyone in the sport is doing a version of this.
Yes.
Number one. Or number two, or as much as they can possibly get away with. That's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming that everyone in the top 100, or maybe at least top 25, are doing everything they can possibly do. Secondly, this is just part of being a competitive son of a bitch. I mean, this is, look, I'll give you an example. Ferrari, we all know Ferrari. We all love Ferrari. We all worship Ferrari. Great brand, blah, blah, blah. We don't masturbate to Ferrari like I do, but we all agree that the world's a little better because of Ferrari. Ferrari did a lot of racing. Ferrari cheated his ass off. He did everything he could do to beat the rules, to get and just like what they do in NASCAR, just like in every sport where they go, I'm going to see if we can figure out a way to bend the rules, get around the rules. I mean, now it's much more regulated, but
I
back
hesitate
then,
to dip my toe in this, but like, what kind of things did he do?
oh, they would just have rules where it was like, okay, I'll give you an example. There's something called homologation.
Know it well.
Homologation, I know, but for the people at home.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Homologation is if you want to race a car and there's no street version of that car, then you must produce 100 examples as a street-going example. And then you go, hey, I got a street example of this car. Now I can take it racing. You see, you can't do – what I'm saying is you can't enter a race like in NASCAR and go, this is called the Chevy Go Fast. This is one of one. They'll go, well, that's a prototype. Mm-hmm. What we need is you need to race a Chevy Malibu, or you need a Ford Taurus, or whatever it is, and you need to create examples of them. So you want to go racing, make 100 street versions of the car, then you can take a few of them, modify them, and take them racing. Well, he wouldn't make 100 of them because he didn't have time to make 100 of them, and he didn't want to make 100 of them. He'd make 35 of them, grease someone's palms, and he'd go racing in a car. He'd do a whole bunch of shit like that. He'd do a bunch of stuff where it's like he had the Series 1, but if he lost the last race, he could have lost, so he'd have the race canceled or pull out or something, so he'd keep the Series championship. He'd do a whole lot of, gamesmanship, cheating. I don't even know what you want to call it. That's sort of corked. What is a spitball in baseball? What is that cheating? Do you respect the guy? If it's your team, it's kind of okay. If the guy's throwing a spitball, if it's the other team, it's not really okay.
Some people say if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Absolutely. I mean, most of the guys that are at the top, and I don't mean cheating by poisoning the other driver or stabbing, going all fucking Jeff Gillooly on everyone's ass, but doing everything you can and then some. And Lance Armstrong is obviously a guy who does everything he can and then some.
Well, but it's like you're allowed to do that thing where you go to a really high altitude and sleep in some sort of chamber. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you don't even have to go to a high altitude. You just create that barometric chamber.
And but you're allowed to do that.
It's more oxygen in
It's
your blood
weird
or
where
something.
they draw the line.
Yeah.
Well, so here's a question though. Do you think he should be allowed to compete again?
I don't think he's ever going to compete again anyway. I don't think that was the plan. But the real question is, does he get to keep his jerseys? And I guess the answer is no. And then it's this kind of thing where it's like OJ with the Heisman. They take the Heisman back, but he still won the Heisman that year.
Yeah, that's for. I think you're thinking more of Reggie Bush with the Heisman.
Oh, Reggie Bush.
But there's off-field stuff and there's on-field stuff, and it's all gray levels of cheating. But
still, in 2006 or 7 or whenever it was,
05.
Shit, 05, same year. Lance Armstrong's pretty good year for sports. Yeah, still he won the Heisman. And he took a picture, and it was in all the newspapers, and they can take it back. But, again, you can't really unring that bell. And so if you're Lance Armstrong, go ahead and say he didn't win it. He won 7 of them. And
why is he? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
Now, this relationship that he has with Dr. Drew, when did this start? And is this because of, Drew deals with celebrities and drugs?
I don't know. I think Drew's a star fucker, number one.
You think?
I know Drew's a star
fucker, number one. Do not besmirch the name of my
I was looking for
boyfriend.
clarity from Mr. Carolla.
Yeah. Look, I don't know how he knows all these people. Somehow, as soon as I left Jimmy Kimmel and Dr. Drew, they both started hanging around with super famous people all the time. I don't know how that. I don't know if they're waiting for me to leave.
They realized they've been slumming it.
But would you think, Jimmy was like his phone would ring and it'd be like David Letterman, and he was like, hold on. No, he's in the room. Yeah, I'll meet you at the Hamptons. No, we're on. All right, Raven. This is Snowman. My Falcon.
Who are you talking to?
Huh? Nobody.
You're
not David Letterman.
Under hushed tones.
Not David Letterman.
It's random you'd bring it
not
up.
David
Never
Letterman.
Suspected David Letterman.
Not David Letterman. Or Howard Stern.
I didn't
or
suspect
Jennifer
either one.
Aniston.
I thought maybe it was
not those three.
Delivery for Thai food or something, but apparently it's
Letterman
not.
would not deliver. I mean, yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, okay.
Tell him I said hi.
The Thai food guy?
Give me some spring rolls.
I'll tell you my favorite. And Dr. Drew, I think, did the same thing. I don't think those guys. I think I was the only celebrity they knew the whole time we hung out. And then as soon as they start
That's
doing,
what they made you think.
as soon as they start doing their own show, pow, bunch of A-list celebrity folks. I think Jimmy's coming in here, maybe Sunday. Gotta work that out. Yeah, check an email or two.
We start calling him the triumphant Jimmy Kimmel now. He's trouncing everyone in the ratings.
God, the ratings, the Walk of Fame thing, it's all good times. I haven't told this one in a while, but I did order Thai food, and they gave me the wrong bag. I'll tell you this one.
No. I've never heard this one.
You've never heard this one?
I don't think I have.
All right.
But you didn't notice the difference because it's mostly all the
You're
same.
going to hear it. You're going to hear it now. This is under the heading of, if I'm really trying to get away with this, I must have a brain tumor. Sorry, Brian. Or I'm criminally insane. Like, you know those things where people we talk about all the time where they accuse you of doing something and you go, what? What? And I even when you're sort of like fucking around with people and they believe you, then it means you're insane. Like, or they think you're insane. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like they go, what'd you do? Did you drive to the party? And you go, no, I rode here on a yak. And they go, you rode here on a yak? If they believe you, that means you're an insane person, right? But evidently they just did.
Right.
So I order Thai food back when I was living in my old house. I go down the hill. I walk in. I say, I got to pick up. I'm taking out. And she goes, oh, yeah, here you go. And she has the big bag stapled together at the top, folded over the big grocery bag, and she slides it across to me, and she charged me, $34 or whatever, and I give her a little tip. And I go back up the hill, and I open it up, and I'm starting to pull out stuff I didn't order. Your first thought is, when you pull out stuff you didn't order, oh, this is good, because they threw in some extra shit.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, they got some extra shit. As you get to the bottom and realize none of the shit you ordered is in there, then it quickly turns to frustration. And then I start getting angry at the person at what they ordered, because this person ordered a cold beef salad.
You start to judge immediately.
It's like, what? What the fuck? Who would order? Why cold beef salad?
Yeah, we've talked about this. It's just a chunk of fat.
Right. It's what happens the next day when you leave your beef and broccoli in the refrigerator.
Yeah, it's like you ordered leftovers.
Right. So I'm like, oh, fuck. God damn it. I walked in there. They handed me the wrong bag. And so I come back in, I bring the bag back. I say, listen, you gave me the wrong bag. And she looks at the bag, and it says John on it. And I said, yeah, you didn't. My name's not John. You handed me the wrong bag. And she said, you say your name was John. And I thought, first off, do I even need to dignify the fucking answer? And then secondly, let's really just play this out. So here's my deal. I call up Thai food places and order shit I want. Then I come in under an assumed name, but I somehow figure out an order. I mean, John's a pretty safe one.
Yeah.
You don't want to go in there and say Engelbert because that's
Who knows what he orders?
Yeah. Well, no, what I'm saying is there's
he probably didn't order that day.
It's a low percentage name.
Yeah.
It's very low percentage.
Could be under Bert. You want to check again?
Yeah. So, according to your logic, I order shit that I want, and then I give you my name, and then I come in 20 minutes, and I somehow, through telepathy, get you to hand me the wrong bag by using a name that somehow I'm aware.
That's how you're so rich. Somehow.
That's how I got where I am.
Yeah.
Somehow I'm aware that there's a bag back there with the name John on it, even though there's probably only 2 to 3 orders waiting at that particular time. I give you the false name. You give me the food I don't want. I get back in my car. I pay the valet guy. I drive back up to my house. I walk up the 1,000 stairs. I open it up. I realize it's not what I want. I pack it all back up again. And, I pay you, by the way. This is quite a scam I got working here. I pay you more than what I fucking ordered. Then I drive back down the hill, and present you with the bag that has not been opened or touched, at least the contents of which have not been opened or touched, and then ask that I get my order.
It's diabolical because it seems so innocent.
As I said, my name was John.
You need a better scam.
And maybe I had a brain fart. Maybe I just panicked. You know what I mean? You know how it is when you're picking up some...
Maybe you're bad with names, including your own.
Do your best Taiwanese accent. Who does a better Thai?
I'll do it.
Okay, you do it. And you see, what happens is, it's like those people as teenagers who give the false confession.
Mm-hmm.
They just panic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm here to pick up my takeout food.
Oh, good day, mate. What's your name?
That's horrible.
Oh.
It's a horrible Thai
I don't know
accent.
why you... This is not yes and.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Can we go with it, please?
I want a Thai accent. Go ahead. Ready?
Did you order shrimp on the bar? Fuck. I thought I had it. But
All right, Allison, here I come. I'm here to pick up my Thai food.
You place our order?
Yeah.
Name?
There is no racial bigotry here.
Name?
I have been forced
please,
into
you're
it.
allowed to do it. You're allowed to do it. I made you do it. Sorry, go
Yeah.
ahead. That was a good Thai accent.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, your name?
Shit. John?
1 second, please.
See, it's not going to work that way. I'm just going to tell you my name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm rarely going to panic and shout out someone else's name.
You shouldn't have said, oh, shit. That's a tell. That's what you call a tell.
And if I do panic and yell out someone's name, somewhere during the time when you're looking for the... First off, I'll be shocked if you go down under the counter and find something with the name I panicked and shouted out. But if, in fact, you do, at some point I'll sober up and say, you know what, I freaked out. My name's really Adam.
Right.
Right.
It'll come to you.
It'll come to me. Harley Morenstein.
Of Epic Mealtime.
Yeah, I was watching Harley's video today, by the way, the latest video with the hot dog casserole. Unbelievable. Over 500 million video views. And
Wow.
It is good times. We'll bring Harley in. We'll talk food next.
Enemy ship on starboard bow! To arms! To arms! Alert, Captain
Captain Morgan, to life, love, and loot.
Let's check Adam's voicemail, brought to you by eVoice.
Hey, tell Adam that I saw Wreck-'em Ralph, and it was a really good movie, and I was really proud that Adam was part of it and played the Winchell character. And Sarah Silverman was fantastic. So that was cool. And I saw Adam Carolla's name. I was impressed. Oh, look, Adam Carolla. Woo! Michael Van Eyck, out.
Click the eVoice banner on adamcarolla.com or go to www.evoice.com/Adam to get an exclusive 6-month free trial offer. eVoice, your mobile phone at work.
Yeah, he's back. Harley Morenstein is here. Did I screw up Morenstein?
No, you got it. Perfect.
Epic Mealtime is his show. Soon, Epic Chef coming as well. It's radical. It's crazy. I'd tell you all about it, but you've probably seen it. You've probably been one of the 500 million people that have checked it out. I was watching the latest episode with the hot dog casserole.
Disgusting, right?
Yeah, but sort of. But if you kind of think about what we eat anyway, you know, if you sort of take your average, you know, well, first off, once you can do the McRib, I think you can do anything. You know what I mean? What could be weirder than pouring some sort of pig-flavored juice into a rib-shaped mold and then baking it.
Well, stuffing 5 birds wrapped in bacon inside of a pig and then attaching 10 of them ass to mouth and garnishing them with baconators is something we've done as well, which makes the McRib look like a salad.
That's true.
The piggy centipede.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
The show.
You watched that?
The show
Sick.
could be called "Why the Terrorists Hate Us."
Yes. I'm actually factoid. We're Canadian. So we
I
kind of
see.
obstacle, we hop over that whole obstacle of, so American.
Yeah, you're
we
ugly
bypass that.
Canadians.
Yeah, exactly. Furry, gross, lumberjack, smelly Canadians.
Yeah, well, it's only a matter of time before Canadians get ugly too. I mean, why can't they be ugly? They eat a lot.
Hey,
they're
I'm
white,
trying. I'm
you
out here.
know?
I'm out here on my own trying to prove that Canadians can be ugly. You know.
So you used to be a high school teacher.
Technically, I could still teach high school if I wanted to.
What would you teach?
Right.
History.
Mm-hmm.
English.
Mm-hmm. Those are all the things you could. You know, it's funny. If you close your eyes, there's a little Tom Green in audibly.
Yes.
Little Tom Green. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then you open your eyes, it's a shock.
It's a Canadian accent.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we should ask Harley his opinion on some of the more controversial foodstuffs that have come up on this show, Adam.
Sure.
Such as Oreos and baby corn. Where are you with either of those?
I'm right there in the middle of it. What do you mean? Sounds great. I would love Oreos and baby corn.
No, I don't mean together. We feel that Oreos are vastly overrated.
Wildly overrated as a cookie. You know what I mean? As liver, they're good.
Yeah.
But as a cookie, bad.
Oreos?
Yes.
Well, if all right, let's put it. I'll put it to you this way: if some Girl Scouts came to my door, and we can't because there's a restraining thing, but I don't want to get into a bunch of legalities. But the point is this: if they could come to my door, legally allowed to come to my door, and they offered me the Thin Mints and the Samoas and the peanut butter chocolate one or whatever, the Oreo would be at second to the bottom of the list, which is just a white shortbread cookie, which is barely even a cookie. I don't even know what they're doing.
Might be a trefoil.
Trefoil, yeah. That would be at the bottom of my Girl Scout. Was there a Girl Scout cookie that you would not get before an Oreo?
I love Oreos.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask you.
I honestly, I want to leave here now. This is so weird.
Is uncomfortable.
It's Oreos, guys, come on. You don't
all right,
dunk them in milk and stuff like that?
Right there.
Cannot bring up things. You know, here's what you can't do. I cannot say to you, "Hey, do you like this Arby's beef sandwich?" And you go,
don't, by the way.
"No, that's not fair." Really? Because what if Claudia Schiffer was sucking you off while you were eating it?
Well.
All right, so you do like it.
I
thought
see what
so.
you're saying.
What if you were on a beach and Claudia dropped a digit on you, and you were just sucking off a daiquiri while she was just tongue in your bunghole?
Yeah.
Then that
Do you like
Arby's,
daiquiris?
that Arby's not so bad, huh?
I'd suck
All
off
right,
a daiquiri.
So
I
you
would.
do like Arby's?
I feel like I'm
But
more
no,
confused.
I don't. I don't like Arby's.
Okay, but
take it back.
Here's
Take
my
it
point.
back.
So
I
you
don't.
can't.
We're saying that food has to be judged on its
Fine,
own merits.
fine. Okay.
Can't dunk it
Tell
in
me
milk.
how many cookies you could split out and tongue fuck the middle of. How many can you do that with? A Fudgio? A Fudgio is just a poor man's version of an Oreo
even know what
trying to capture what an Oreo is. It's a
Fudgio.
chocolate version of an
Fudgio,
Oreo.
I feel like that's a Canadian version
Yeah.
of something we have
It's
that
all
you guys
chocolate.
renamed.
It's just an all chocolate
Yeah,
cookie.
Oreo,
It's
evidently.
It's a chocolate version of the middle. But Oreos, like, this is expanded. This is, whether you
I
guys
could
like it or
tongue fuck
not,
a Nutter Butter.
this is whether
I
you guys
could
like
too.
it or not.
I definitely tongue fuck
And
another
tell
butter.
you,
a Vienna finger.
Oreo is on the level
Ooh.
with chocolate chip cookies.
Fudgio is
tongue a
also
finger.
a gay move that you don't want to be on the losing end of. You definitely want to be
No, that's
the
the
top
shortest
of
of
the
the
Fudgio.
straws.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, you are, but I have a point to make.
All right.
Oreos are on the same level as chocolate chip cookies, and here's why. There is chocolate chip, cookie dough flavored ice cream, and all that jazz, and then there's Oreo flavored ice creams. Show me these other cookies that the Girl Scout sluts are bringing to your door that there is cakes and cookie versions of, or cake and ice cream versions of.
Well, I would argue that when they do the ice cream and cake version of, that's them just trying to get rid of it. That's them dumping broken Oreos. Like you make 200 billion Oreos a day. One out of every 159 of them breaks on a conveyor belt. You need a place to dump them.
It's the landfill equivalent.
It's a landfill. It's the ice cream landfill. Listen.
What happened
all right,
to you guys with Oreos?
I want to
Talk
know. I want to know what Girl Scout cookie you would put the Oreo above.
Those, I like those. Oh, the Girl Scout cookies that would
give
go
me
above.
give me your order of
I
Girl
put Oreos
Scout
at
cookies.
the top.
Of the Girl Scout
Yeah,
cookies?
you hate
Wow.
me. You hate me. We've established
You know
that
what?
I love
I
Oreos.
don't
Wow.
hate you. I hate what you stand for.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
not
it's a
you.
weird Canadian thing. We respect Oreos in Canada.
Wow. You would put it above the Samoas and the Thin Mints and those peanut butter ones that are the best?
Mints can fuck right off. I'll tell you one
Whoa!
thing. Yeah.
I'm actually with you on that.
Mint ice cream, anything, unless you're a candy cane or you're a mint after dinner. I don't want you in my ice cream. I don't want you in my chocolate. Mints can fuck right off.
York peppermint patties can suck your dick?
York peppermint patties can suck me right off. You're absolutely right.
Oh,
Are you prepared for the repercussions from Big Mint?
Wow.
Flame war me
Wow.
on
I'd
Twitter
like to put
and
a
on
sprig
YouTube.
right up your ass. This is, you know what? We got to move on to something that we can agree upon and celebrate, because I like mint. If I got high, I would eat toothpaste. I like the taste of mint that much.
That's a different discussion, though.
And the notion that you think, or maybe there's some Canadian Oreo that we're not aware of. Maybe they make it with cane sugar over there or something.
Listen, I got to tell you something. I eat Taco Bell sober. So what I think of food is completely skewed.
You're like a pelican.
I understand, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So is there something, I know you can't give it away, but let's talk about Epic Chef.
It's out, by the way.
How does that work? How does Epic Chef work? You can see full episodes, by the way, at epicmealtime.com.
Mm-hmm. Well, Epic Chef was, I made Epic Mealtime. We don't know anything about cooking. We get drunk and we cook up a whole bunch of things, and it's really fun.
Right.
And Epic Chef happened when I was stoned watching Food Network, and I was like watching Chopped, and I was like, that's cool. Why doesn't anyone do that on the internet? And then I was like, shit. It's my responsibility.
That's right.
We're the #1 online cooking show, and I'm sitting here in Toronto, Canada, stoned watching it. I was like, all right, I'm going to go do it. Made a couple calls, and now we have a competitive cooking show where people get 3 secret ingredients, and I get drunk on set, and I yell at them.
Right.
And I make Gordon Ramsay look like a really nice, kind dude.
Yeah.
And I get to yell at professional chefs who've been training their whole lives to cook, and, just because of the internet and how fucked up the future is. Right. I'm in the position where I could tell them, your food sucks because there's not enough Oreos in it.
Right.
Like, what are 3 sample ingredients you might have them do something with?
Sushi grade lard.
They have sushi grade lard?
Yeah, sure. Anything is sushi grade if you say it is.
Okay.
Captain Morgan spiced rum.
Oh, wait a minute. I think we have some of that.
Oh, wait a minute.
Right
Let's suck these down right now.
Let's
Am
do
I
a
right?
little toast of that.
And I don't know, fingernails, whatever you want. 3 secret ingredients.
Right.
And then they have 45 minutes to cook it. And I'm kind of there messing with them the whole time. And right here, this is my official invite. You should come on and be a judge.
Oh, I'd love to be a judge.
You like to eat?
I like to judge.
Good.
There's a lot of people say you can't judge. I love judging. All I do is judge.
Perfect. And now you're going to get to judge something that, realistically, I mean, what do you know about food other than what you eat, right?
I know what I like.
Exactly.
I like those people.
That's it.
Really? Because I think everyone knows what they like.
Yeah.
I think severely retarded people know what they like. Even if it's a ball of yarn, they know what they like.
Bruce's kids don't know what they like on a pizza.
Oh, those shits.
Not everyone knows what they like.
I guess not.
They're the only ones who don't, though. Everyone else
I feel like
does.
they're just being coy or something.
They're making you work for it.
So what do you like now? Is there something here in the States? So you live in Canada, right, Harley?
Yep.
Is there something here in the States that you can't get over there, like In-N-Out Burger?
Oh, I would love to talk to you about In-N-Out Burger. You want to talk about overrated?
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
That's where it is.
Here we go.
What's happening?
boy.
Is this something that happens? People say that In-N-Out is overrated?
No, we love it here.
I know.
Uh-huh.
You guys are so balls deep in In-N-Out. You're not really taking it in. I got to try In-N-Out 8 years ago, and I was like, it's incredible. And then I came back 8 years later, and I'm like, this is fucked. This is half a step above McDonald's.
Oh.
Fat Burger. Now that's a good chain. I love Fat Burger.
I like
a
Fat
lot.
Burger.
And in California, Umami Burger.
Wow.
That is good shit.
That's great shit.
Yeah, that's great shit.
But that's comparing a Ford Fiesta to a Lexus.
Yeah, one is shit and one is good.
Yeah, but one is
Umami Burger is
good.
and
One
the
is
other
$70,000. The other is $14,000.
Hey, we're not talking about the money here. We're talking about the burger itself and what that is.
Now, somebody was going to come in here and bring us a little treat. I think your guys
Oh,
are
my
out there.
friends?
Yeah, we got to break the tension because between the love of the Oreos and the dismissal of the In-N-Out Burger.
I don't know where to turn
It's
next.
an attack.
Yeah.
This is crazy. This is Amir. This is
love the
Tyler,
McRib.
and this is Josh.
How are
They
you?
brought you guys some candy bacon and some
This is a treat
shots
for
of
you
Captain
all to
Morgan.
share.
This is one of our
Nom nom.
staples.
Candy bacon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bacon candy?
Like
No, not bacon candy. Bacon candy is very different.
Real bacon.
Yeah, this
This
is
is
real
candy
bacon.
bacon.
Don't be scared.
I am scared though.
Don't be scared. Smell
it's
it
edible, like Jurassic Park.
first. Smell it. Tongue it.
Can we tongue fuck it?
By the way.
No.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
It's too late.
Do you want me to
scared.
help you?
Take a half
No,
bite.
no,
Half bite.
No?
no, I'm fine.
Half
All right,
bite.
All right.
Num num.
I feel like you guys should serve this in a diaper.
What?
That's a great
Like a little
episode.
roll-up
That's a great
diaper.
episode of Epic Meal Time.
That is
Diaper
good.
chili.
Are you
That
talking
is
about
good.
baby
All
shower
right, you guys get the
diapers?
fuck out of here.
Brown sugar and bacon.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, let's,
Yeah,
let's
can't
take
go wrong with that.
one shot here. Go to. I'll take it.
We already did the Captain Morgan shot for the commercial.
Yeah,
thing.
but
Remember that?
But did you raise
You
your
guys.
leg?
Oh!
Did you do a leg hump?
All right, here we
Did you
go.
raise that sucker?
What are
Here
we?
we
What
go.
are we drinking this to?
Can
By
you
the
raise
way,
your leg
Shoot
harder
it
than my hump?
down, clear it out. Here we go.
what am I drinking this to?
Not being sober.
I am never gonna get tired of this. I took that pill and it doesn't work.
All right.
Thanks a lot for the candy bacon.
Thanks,
Yes,
guys.
thank
That's
you.
Josh, Tyler, and Amir. They're on Epic Mealtime, which you can catch on YouTube. And now also your show is on YouTube. This is
That's
it
right.
now.
This is it.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's happening as we speak.
all coming
Future,
together.
The fucking internet.
It's the fucking future of
Oh.
entertainment, and it
Feels
smells
good.
like bacon. All right, so you like fat
Women.
burger
Yeah.
and women. I
And-
like fat burger too. You know what? I think let me say something. I think the brothers. I know you don't have black people in Canada, but we have black people here, and if
we
you
have
do,
about a baker's dozen.
yeah, but not black people. Black people. You know what I mean? You have
You have
like
Canadian black
yeah,
people.
like Seal. You know what I mean? We have real black people here, and I feel like if you want to go and find a good burger, follow a couple black people because they know good burgers, and they do like the fat burger. That is their burger. The choice of the black man is fat burger, the double king cheese with the egg on it. That's the and you like the egg too.
I
because it's
love
like,
all that. I guess I'm a little black myself.
how do we get more cholesterol into this thing that's already dripping with cholesterol? That's fat burger. Yeah, I did go to. I'll have you know, and I'm not going to argue with you about fat burger. That's a hell
Delicious.
hell of a burger.
It's such a big
Yeah.
burger, and it's juicy, and it's real. And I know In-N-Out is great. It is. It's just my problem with In-N-Out is probably your same problem with Oreos. Is there a lot of talk about
It
it, and
stinks.
it's
Its
just
shit
calm
doesn't
down,
stink.
calm down, okay?
Right.
It's just a
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
It's regular.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
No.
it's exclusive, but it's regular.
No, it's the best you're going to do for $1.79. That's my feeling. But it's not going to beat the Unami or whatever burger. And the fat burger's pretty darn good. One time, I don't know why, but it always just cracked me up when I was in high school. We used to drive to the Fat Burger in Westwood just to get a fat burger. And we're standing in line, and somebody behind us said, "How are the hot dogs here?" And my friend, in his like snobbiest voice, said, "I wouldn't know." It cracked me up. Like when you're 17, certain shit just cracks you up. It just cracked me up. But who the fuck goes to Fat Burger? That's my beat.
Me.
Oh, who goes to
Me,
Fat Burger
and
gets a
I
hot
regret
dog?
it.
Do you get a hot dog?
No, I get the hamburger every time, but sometimes I like to try something else on the menu. So I've gone down the list, and I've got the hot dog, I've got a turkey, I've got all their things that they have.
All right, it's
And
part of your job.
It sucks.
Part of your job. But I have been.
I get a stomach ache every time.
I
have a
have
hot dog.
gone to like Carney's. That's the place in the train. That's there's a
I've had
couple of
that
those
there too,
around.
yeah.
They make a good hot dog because they steam it and the casing snaps and you get that little rush of juice
Love
and
that
stuff like
fucking
that.
snap.
And I've been there waiting in line while people are waiting for their taco salad, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing here ordering a taco salad? You can get a taco salad anywhere. Why here? And why are you? And you're holding up the whole shit because the hot dog thing, they got down. They're moving on the hot dogs. Out of the steamer, open the hopper, throw it in the thing, the Mexican chick with the squeeze thing and the mustard and blah, blah, blah. When you order the taco salad, you've now mucked
No, because they have to
you
go
mucked
look
the whole
up how to
deal
make
up.
that.
Yeah, someone's going to the other car.
Slowing
like
everything down.
Oh, where's the
For what?
lettuce? It's in the
For what?
caboose. Yeah,
Because you
I
didn't
gotta
want to go that little extra bit for a little factoid. There's no Mexican places in Montreal, Canada, where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
We have two, and one of them is a Taco Bell.
Really?
How sad is that?
It is sad. Listen.
It hurts.
Let me say this, Harley. We're lousy with Mexicans here in L.A. We could lend you a few of ours.
Hey, you're lousy with a lot of people out here. In
I
LA.
know.
Give us everything.
I'll
got.
send you some Mexicans
Give me all of
and
that.
some
Surplus.
Armenians, and I'll give you like a whole brochure on breeding them. and you can raise them as your own. And next you know, you get some decent falafel and some decent Mexican food over there.
We would greatly appreciate that.
Yeah.
You would change the entire trajectory of
Canada. They breed
the
like
country.
rabbits. You just leave them alone in the some apartment. There's no big deal. You got to clean up and stuff like that. I'll bring them by. I'll drop a few off.
I would greatly appreciate that.
I'll do. I'll
help my country.
Yeah, I'll help you get some decent Mexican food over there. Do you have like Middle Eastern stuff?
Yep. What like shawarma, falafel,
yeah,
all that jazz? We got that. That's drunk food.
Oh, that is. How do you pronounce the gyro or the gyro or the hero? Nobody knows.
I don't want to be a weird Canadian and say something stupid.
But go ahead. No, how you speak for all of Canada when you tell us how the gyro, the gyro, or the hero is pronounced.
I would actually probably mix it up depending on my buzz when I'm ordering it. Throw it out there. Gyro, euro, euro gets tossed around a lot.
I always think about the who's on first in Greece when the guy's ordering the euro with the euro.
Yeah.
He has to spend the euro with the euro. Yeah. There's got to be some confusion there. How much for euro? 3 euro. 3 euros? No, 3 euro. You want how many euros? You want 3? It's confusing, right?
Yeah.
I think it's like it's one of these things where no one knows how to pronounce it. Even when I ask guys who work at the place how to pronounce it, you have to just spit it out as fast as you can. Euro. And then people know.
That's it. You want to get it done with quickly. It's the next ingredients that you want to focus on so that people could just forget about how you pronounce the first part.
They should just rename it. There's too much work that goes into not saying it.
Gyro. And the problem with the gyro part is it's on the vertical spit that's turning around. So it has a gyroscopic.
It's
I like that. I like that. Finally, there's sense attached to it. There's people watching right now. It's gyro now.
It's gyro.
It's official. Starting now.
Yeah. Can I tell you a story of, I don't use the word hero. I don't throw it around lightly, except for when I'm ordering a Yodo. Yeah. But I went to the Zanku. I noticed you're enjoying some of my signature Mangria.
That sounds horrible.
I know.
Mangria is his drink that he has.
It's not bad, though. Huh?
It's great. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here because of it.
Work that in one of your secret ingredients.
I would gladly do that.
Of Mangria.
When you go to judge, that should be a secret ingredient.
Yeah, he should come over and get stoned at my house.
I feel like you smoke a lot of pot.
Yeah, I know. We can't get pot here in the States.
Come on. No, but seriously, let's get some hash.
Hashish?
Hashish.
That means you're European when you do the hashish thing.
I'm not European, but I'm born in Montreal, Canada. It's that weird kind of like you guys should be in Europe. Get the fuck out of here.
What? Can I ask what's going on in Montreal? I didn't feel, as an American, I didn't feel loved over there.
There's a reason why Canadians travel abroad and patch Canadian flags all over our shit.
Right.
We don't want to be you.
Right.
We don't want to be confused by you.
Right.
And we're very, very easily
confused.
Be confused
for us.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right. So when Canadians go out, they put Canadian flags on
That's the whole
everything.
thing. Like, if you're traveling in Europe, you want a Canadian flag on your backpack, not an American flag.
Come to Canada and just not be American. Just be a Canadian for a day. You'll get much better.
I don't know if I could pull that off.
It's shitty.
Yeah, I could get fucked
over
quick.
Kinda lower everything in your life just by that much more. 23%. Be 23% less of the human that you are. And
I feel like I would overcompensate with everything. Like, it'd be like a fucking Alan Thicke, man. He's a funny guy, isn't he? He's versatile too. He can write a song. He's easy on the eyes. I'll tell you what, easy on the eyes. That's a good show, that Growing Pains, boy.
That guy sounds hot.
What are you listening to?
Love that show. Norm Macdonald.
Morissette?
Yeah, Alanis Morissette.
Oh, my God.
Brian Adams and Anne Murray and the Guess Who all just mashed up. Man, that's some good BTO. That's some good listening right there. Yeah.
You would get lots of bitches if you did that.
Love BTO. Yeah, love me some BTO. I'd probably overcompensate and just start talking too fast. And then it's probably saying, a lot of people think I have an American accent. So funny.
No, we don't hear accents.
Oh, you don't?
It's weird in Canada. We don't hear anything. Australian, that's the only one. Everything else
you don't hear anything else.
Just talking.
Oh,
Wait, you can't tell that you speak differently than we do?
Do I sound different
You've
and weird?
gotten progressively more Canadian in the last 10 minutes.
You sound like Tom Green.
First of all, I enjoy Tom Green, so I'll take it as a compliment. However, I know a couple words that I say weird. Ham.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
How ugly is that,
Yeah,
right? It's like I
yeah.
can't even talk English properly.
And it's like one of your most important words.
But
too.
now I can
How do you say
like,
donkey?
ham? Is that how you guys say it? Ham.
Yeah.
Ham.
We try not to make
Y'all gonna eat
Flo
ham?
from Alice says
Y'all
it.
gonna eat ham?
Yeah.
And also, when we say a,
Mm-hmm.
how Canadians like to do,
Yep.
I've noticed you guys say huh, and no one ever calls you out.
Uh-huh.
But I'd be like,
You say
I mean,
out.
so you're gonna eat ham, eh? You'll be like, y'all gonna eat ham, huh? But that's what you guys sound like in Canada.
You've
All
nailed
right.
us.
Well,
Oh,
either
real
way-
quick. I need to establish this. Canadian bacon in Canada is ham.
It's ham.
It's ham. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Canadian bacon is ham
Uh-huh.
in Canada.
In,
Or back bacon.
yeah, back bacon.
You guys always say Canadian bacon, and I always get shit like, oh, that's not Canadian bacon. That's like real bacon. No,
Right.
bacon is bacon in Canada. Only here do they call Canadian bacon something different.
We're
as
not
ham.
comfortable with the part of the pig that stuff comes from. We're comfortable with the pig.
You don't like that
what I
pig
mean?
ass?
We call it pork. You know what I mean? Veal. We don't say baby helpless cow.
They never
You know
had a
what I mean?
chance, yeah.
We don't say that.
Baby helpless cow is delicious.
I do feel like other countries call a pig a pig.
They
Like,
do.
If you ever go to the Mexican butcher shop,
Ugh.
the outside has like Mr. Pig, and he's wearing a monocle and a top hat.
And inside, he's 7 pounds suckling pig, and they show him to you, and he's cute, and you can eat him.
And he's like wearing a bow tie, and then like Mrs. Cow's chasing him with an axe. Like they're like, hey man. And if you go to like Chinatown and stuff, they have the ducks just hanging
The
upside down in the
heads.
window and stuff.
Heads and feet
We
and
like
all.
to just pretend this meat came from heaven somewhere, like it wasn't part of it.
Oh, as far as I know, I'm a vegetarian, even though I eat meat.
Yeah, we have a different name for every animal we eat. None of it's really just called it. I mean, even deer is venison and stuff like that. What is the Canadians? Do you guys
You
call?
want to know?
Goose is
You
the
wanna
only
know?
thing we call goose.
We eat bear pie. Like a pie made of bear. And
Really?
we love that it's a bear.
I feel like that would give
Or
me
that
a
it's a
boner for
deer.
72 hours.
I got a raging hard on right now thinking
Yeah.
about all the meat we eat. I love that I don't eat it. If you didn't have a mother, I don't want to eat you. I want to know that you had a mom. You were birthed. You were a
Right.
life. Why am I going to enjoy you if you didn't have a soul? You know?
Oh,
I like
I
to
see
think
what
that
you
I'm
mean.
consuming your soul.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday on YouTube, Epic Meal
Right,
Time.
right. You're talking about animals, not products of incest.
Yes, no, I'm talking about bacon.
All right, but so what you guys have bear pie.
It's fucked up, right? You know how I know this
Bear
is fucked
pie
up?
sounds like a survivalist on like the History
yeah,
Channel.
I pitched the Epic
Toasted
Meal
pie.
Time TV show
Yeah.
to people out here in Los Angeles, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna take a bear and we're gonna like sew like 11 squirrels on its back and stuff it with an octopus, and they were like, wait, a bear?
Yeah.
A bear? Don't say you're gonna eat a bear.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean? I'm like, you guys don't eat bear pie over here?
Right.
And everyone looked at me like I was some fucked up, crazy Canadian dude that didn't know what was real and not real, and I should be sent back to Montreal and cast away forever. But truthfully, like, we don't give a shit.
We have a weird relationship with bears.
Yeah, it's so weird. I
Because
didn't even know it existed.
We're scared of them, but we would never admit to eating them.
It's on the flag.
It's on our flag.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I left. I was like, is it because it's on the flag that they give
Yeah.
a shit about that horrible animal?
Yeah, and they're not
I
great.
didn't even know you could eat bear.
You could eat whatever you want, girl.
You can't eat polar bear.
You could eat polar bear if
No,
you
it'll
want
kill
it.
you.
Don't
I
tell
could eat a polar
Harley
bear's fingernails if I wanted to.
he
Okay.
can't eat something. All right.
Tell me that.
Yeah. Dave and John coming in here from Shark Tank, one of my favorite shows. You can't eat those sharks. It's a metaphor. You can't eat that shark.
Well, in Canada, it's illegal. I've been trying to get a shark and an octopus because I want to stuff an octopus into a shark and wrap a shark around an octopus all at the same time and have like a shark versus octopus type bacon wrapped meal. But it's illegal in Canada.
I want to get you on Bob Barker's podcast.
That exists?
I don't know, but if it doesn't, we got to get it going. Harley, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you
Epic
so much for
Chef
having me.
is the name of the show. Full episodes at epicmeal.com and the website.
Epic Meal Time.
I'm sorry, Epic Meal Time. That's Captain Morgan speaking. epicmealtime.com. Quick break, right back after this.
Let's have a ball and a biscuit, sugar, and take our sweet little time about it. Let's have a ball, girl, and take our sweet little time about it. And right now you could care less about me, but soon enough you will care by the time I'm done.
Captain Morgan, to life, love, and loot.
Come out for a live podcast every Wednesday night at Room 5 at Amalfi Restaurant, 143 La Brea Avenue in Hollywood. $15 gets you a show and a free glass of Mangria. Now back to the Adam Carolla Show.
Daymond John here, the TV show Shark Tank, Friday night, 9 p.m. ABC, Mark Burnett Show. That's why I always try. I can always tell the Mark Burnett shows because I'm like, why do I like this show so much? And then I realize that's Mark Burnett.
He knows what he's doing.
The music's perfect. He teases the crap out of everybody. But it's really, I like the show because I feel like you guys do a great job of sort of explaining business.
Right.
And it's interesting what the people are asking for versus the reality of what the marketplace is.
Yeah, well, I think, when we initially started doing it, we were starting to talk about people's EBITDAs and all type of business lingo that people may not get. And that's really why Mark and Clay, the producers, so good. They were like, dumb it down.
Right.
Always say to somebody, so you're the ticket master of,
Right, right.
So it's really the producers. Those pictures are an hour and a half, 2 hours long most of the time.
Have you and we'll talk about FUBU because that's the company you started many years ago. I'll pitch you my product in a second. Every time I watch Shark Tank, I picture going on there with a product. I think everyone does.
Right.
You sort of live vicariously through these people because we all have this idea for this product, and you think, oh man, how would it go over my combination toilet brush squeegee toothbrush that I've been working on for so many years.
My shoe museum where you ride around in a shoe.
In a
they
shoe.
lace you up right when you get in.
Oh,
or shoe amusement park.
What would they do? Yeah, so
the Shoeseum.
Shoeseum. So you start.
That's not a bad name. You should trademark that name.
Hey,
let me.
You start with FUBU in 1992. Says here that you mortgage your house, or your mom mortgaged your house. You get $100,000 to start up. Is it your mom's house that you mortgaged?
It was both my mother's and I.
And your mom believed in you that much, huh?
Yeah.
In FUBU, because I would have said, "Oh, that's a horrible idea."
Well, she saw that after about 5 years of everybody wearing it, and I was turned down by about 27 banks, and she knew that there was probably a safe investment for her at the time.
Is something I discovered a little bit later in life that I never really understood before was that business was its own business, and there was something that was exciting about the business of doing business. It didn't much matter what the product was, whether it was booze or sweat jackets. It was business. It was
It's a hustle. That's the best way to say it. It's a hustle. It's putting together this piece with that piece, making it better, negotiating, acquiring. Yeah.
But it's also interesting in that it's like a product. Like you have a movie and you want to get as many eyes on it as possible, but you don't get to start with a bunch of celebrities and a big marketing account. You have to figure out how to get this in front of people, and in a way, it's your wits. It's not so much. Eventually, as you probably know, it's your relationships and things like that. But at the beginning, it's just your own instinct, right?
It's just a hustle at the beginning. So for the first 2 years, I had 10 T-shirts, just 10. And I would put it on a wrapper in a video, and I would take it back. And then I would wear it on a date and put it in another wrapper and take it back.
Oh, and literally just 10 made up. 10
literally 10.
Right.
So after 2 years, I was perceived as this big company. And I was only 10 T-shirts, in my basement working at Red Lobster.
Right.
The only rapper that didn't give it back was Old Dirty Bastard, and that's obviously
you don't want that back.
I don't know why I expected to get it back from a guy named Old Dirty Bastard.
Yeah.
But that's how it started.
And the show, which seems like, in there's some TV shows, or sometimes it's work. You have to read teleprompters, you have to rehearse, you have to do walkthroughs and stuff like that. But the judging business seems great for all you guys because you're just sitting there, and I'm guessing you don't know what's going to happen in advance. They want your natural reactions. They want you to speak openly and honestly, and then they'll whack it down to, the format to fit.
The judging process is fun. We're sitting there. We do not know what's going on. These people just walk up. I get to curse out a billionaire like Mark Cuban and potentially make a profit at the same time, right? So that's fun. The hard part is we really get hands-on with those companies. For the next 6 months to a year, I'm vetting the company and trying to, nobody's going to go up there and pitch you and say, I owe the IRS $2 million. My wife really owns the company, and I failed 5 times at this, and I'm going to buy a Bentley as soon as you give me the money. Nobody's going to say that to you, right?
Right.
So you have to go through this process afterwards that you have to discover a lot of things. And, 50, 60% of the deals will happen, but there's a loss ratio in dealing that, and it's real business afterwards.
What has been the success story of Shark Tank? Is there one company, one deal that turned out that we may have heard of that worked out nicely?
There's several. So, me and Kevin O'Leary, we sold a company called Talbot Teas. We sold it to Jamba Juice for several $1 million. Lori, there was this guy with this little pin that goes on your shirt that you put your glasses in. It's the stupidest thing in history.
Right.
And she sold $3 million worth of that crap. Right?
But the best stuff is the simplest. Why didn't I come up with this
It's the pet rock.
shit?
It's just as stupid as can be. But that's why the panel's good. As much as I am not excited about fighting over deals with them, she made magic out of that thing.
Right.
Right.
Now, in the wrong hands, that would have done nothing, right?
Absolutely nothing. In my hands, it would have done absolutely nothing.
Just because that's not your expertise, or
It's
you
not
weren't
FUBU.
interested.
Yeah, it's not my
FUBU.
expertise. It's not, I don't have a back office situation. I don't have that gut feeling for that type of product.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of product, now what would you do if you're me? I just invented this product called Mangria. You can examine the bottle with Alison Rosen's help over there. Now here's the story if I was pitching it, because I have been drunk in my hotel rooms when I'm traveling around on a Friday night watching Shark Tank and thinking, what the hell would my pitch be? Basically, I'm in my kitchen. I'm a red wine drinker. I got a little red wine left in the bottle. I pour it in a glass. It's not enough to get me through the night. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cold nights in the San Fernando Valley. A lot of lonely, cold nights.
You're really making it come to life.
Yeah.
It's a great pitch.
I'm painting a picture with my tongue.
I got it.
So here it is, and, it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm in my bathrobe and slippers, and I don't want to go in the liquor store. And if I do go in my bathrobe and slippers, I'll have to buy a lottery ticket, and I don't want to do that. So I want to catch a buzz, but I don't have any more red wine. So I go in the liquor cabinet, and I get a little vodka.
Mm-hmm.
And I dump a little vodka in with it, and I take a hit off it, and it tastes like ass. It's bad. It's bad. So I put a little splash of orange juice in there. I put a little lemon. I mix it up. Put a little ice in there. Next thing you know, Mangria is invented. And then I end up working with a guy out of Napa.
You're an alcoholic.
True. And we dial the whole thing in.
Seriously, you are an alcoholic.
And I end up with this product. Now, I've only been selling it over the internet, just through my website.
How's it going?
Sold about 35,000 bottles, but just in a few months.
Wow.
And just over the internet. It's not available anywhere. And it's way too expensive right now because the shipping, we're trying to get the shipping costs down, but the shipping is insane, meaning the bottle's only $15, and that's fine because like 21% alcohol.
Right.
But it costs like $14 to ship one bottle, which is way too much. And
But are you asking the consumer to pay for the shipping?
Yeah, but now we're working it out where we're going to subsidize it and figure out what to do. You can taste a little of it if you like.
Can anybody else taste this?
Not that. That's a clean cup.
Okay.
Besides, there's enough alcohol in there to kill full-blown AIDS.
So, we say in the business
that in love with it,
huh?
What you think of the taste?
So we say in the business there's nothing.
He doesn't care about the taste. That's
I
the
do.
point.
I like it. Okay. For now.
Okay, for now.
You gotta see the aftertaste, right?
Right.
So they say in the business there's nothing that we will ever create that's new.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's Twitter was, a message in a bottle, 10,000 years ago.
Sure.
So that's the good thing because you can learn off that. So you have come up with the modern day Ripple.
That's right.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I got it. So So, I mean, I get it. It's a Monday Ribble / Night Train. You're selling it.
Right.
35,000 people have bought it, so that's what we call proof of concept.
It's high octane booze that tastes good.
And everyone in his life is strung out on it.
Sadly, yes.
Yeah.
Even my nanny. She's driving my kids around doing donuts in the parking lot at the Kellisons right now, drunk. My kid's hanging on for dear life in the back. Right. So you've sold, because I see when I watch Shark Tank, you want to know how many. Have you sold this product?
That's actually a big number.
Right. So that's a good number. So what would the next move be?
The next move would be to upsell the current customers and try to sell more of that, because what happens is a lot of people sit there and go, well, now I need to be in stores, now I need to be in restaurants, and then they end up basically making less of a profit of a margin, because you got to buy the shelf space and cut all these guys in instead of just getting up to selling 1 million bottles like this a year.
Right. To the same people or the people online? To the same people.
They're in a direct sales to them, and then all of a sudden getting bought out for $5, $10, $20 million, because they then can take on the responsibility of, all right, now we sold this here, now let's get it out to all the college kids and all the restaurants. So
preteens.
Yeah. Keep going there is basically, listen, if you're an artist, don't go to a major label. You don't need a major label anymore. Create your record. Sell $20,000 with a $10 profit instead of $300,000 with $2 profit.
Right. So you're saying stay the course, but get the shipping down.
Stay the course, get the shipping down. Now, who can you talk to who would want to couple something with you, whether glasses, shots, some kind of company that would want to help pay for the shipping and or pay for something to include it to help alleviate yourself of the shipping cost. Also, when the customers want it twice as bad, you do, well, if you want it next day, it's $30. There's a bunch of bozos out there who will pay the money to get it the next day for immediate gratification, where you actually make the money off of shipping.
We try not to call them bozos.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
it. No, they'll like this. Hey, you're a bozo. You want it the next day? Pay for it.
Is Shark Tank... What are we in? Season 3?
Season 4.
Season 4 of Shark Tank.
Season 4.
I feel like it's, I don't know, it's been quietly sneaking up on people. The first season, it was just sort of there. Then the second season, like people knew what it was. Yeah. Now it's getting to be more appointment viewing. And it's turning, I mean, sort of nicely versus, getting out of the gate with a bang and then sort of coasting to a stop.
Well, we noticed that people didn't know what it was. People would say, well, who wins?
Right.
When do you get the money? How dangerous is it to clean a shark tank?
My 6-year-old son thought it was about sharks.
Exactly. So they didn't know what it was until all these entrepreneurs with real deals started going out into the world and saying, hey, here's my product. I was on it. I got the money. And it started to grow. And then all of a sudden it just really people latched onto it. And they realized that, you know what? I'm learning something from this. I'm learning how to negotiate.
Yeah.
When are you going to see millionaires and billionaires in the room with people, everyday people, and what they ask and how do they negotiate?
What happened to that chick? The only problem with the show is sometimes it gets me angry at my wife.
Why?
Because you get that chick up there and she's like, I have 19 kids. And every morning I get up at 5 and I have to make breakfast for all of them.
Yes.
And then I have to clothe all of them. And then I go down to the river and wash all their clothes. And then I put them in a cart and I drag them like a donkey to school. And then when I come home, I exercise vigorously for 90 minutes because I want to stay fit for my husband. And then I clean the house. But in between, I want to invent something so I can bring some money back into the house. And that chick's in there and she's talking about that little stick to get her last bit of makeup out of the container.
The spatty.
The spatty.
And the spatty daddy, as she called it.
And the spatty daddy. She made, and so in between feeding the 19 kids and sewing their britches and making them shoes from scratch after killing a cow and using tanning the leather herself, she's trying to figure out ways to make money for the family, and she came up with the spatty. And I go, that's a good idea. And then I go, I'll get this chick together with my wife, have a little dinner, talk about the entrepreneurial spirit. You know what I mean?
There's amazing people in the show, and in between that time, she probably solves world hunger. And,
and she's trying to get every ounce of makeup out of, and she's like, this makeup's very expensive. And I'm like, well, this chick is fucking thrifty and resourceful. I like that.
Do you know how much you lose just in the crevices of the bottle?
I know. It's a whole, and I think if you're a makeup company, you want them to throw away that last 8% of whatever. I like when they do studies. My whole thing is when I'm watching that show and they're like, studies have shown that nearly 12% of cover Rouge and base are thrown away. What are we calling rouge these days?
Blush.
I end up going down the drain. I'm like, who studies this stuff?
I know.
How does it figure out?
People from the 1930s, evidently.
Did the rouge? Yeah. Did the Spatty work out?
She didn't get a deal with us. But often they go on now. The show's gotten to the point where big corporations call everybody Monday morning and do deals with them.
Right.
So I believe she has another deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, the show's just intoxicating. All right. Shall we do a little bit of news? And Damon, you hang out and crack wise with us. Enjoy a little Mangria. And let's do a little news with Allison Rosen.
The news with Allison Rosen.
She'll read some news from her iPad. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It's Allison. And when it's time to wrap it up, she'll sign it off with zip it cunt. It's Allison.
Damon, pardon me for being possibly racially insensitive here, but you're the FUBU guy. I feel like the Mangria would work nicely on the brothers. Do you know what I mean? They like a little sweet in their drink. You know, they like catching a buzz, but they don't want a whole bunch of, bitter beer flavor. Is
that true?
This could be the new. This could be the next menthol cigarette. Is what I'm saying. Like I would like to market this to the urban community. You know what I'm saying? Who do I get? Like Lou Rawls? Is he dead? Is he dead?
It could be FUBA, like For Urban by Adam.
Yeah, FUBA.
It could.
FUBA. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to market this to the who do you call it? The urban community.
The urban community. Urban community.
Yeah, I don't know.
Funny, there's the urban cowboy, which are the whitest people in the world, and then there's the urban community, blackest people in the world. A lot of range. Urban's got range.
Yeah, urban development. You know,
urban cowboy.
Wait, is it for urbans or for us?
The
FUBU.
The FUBU.
For
us.
The U.
The U.
By you.
The U.
For us, by us.
Oh. Yeah, so For Us by Adam. FUBU still works.
Yeah. And then in the small print it says, but I keep all the fucking money. At the bottom, under the FUBU.
Right.
All right, I'm just saying, who do I talk to?
You know what artist would represent this?
Old dirty bastard.
He's coming up with all dead guys, man.
Get a hologram.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I really don't know who would like this product.
I think all of you.
I don't know who would like this product.
That's an endorsement. Who would not like this product?
Yes,
I don't know who would not like it either.
There you go. All right.
People who want to get drunk like it.
Yeah. All right. What is what about the guy? What about the Hammer from the malt liquor commercials?
The Hammer?
Yeah, there's a guy who used to play I'll think of the guy's name. Guy used to play
Billy D. Williams?
Well, Billy D's in the running, although he's a little out of my price range. You look for the Hammer. He was a DB, I think, for the Green Bay Packers. That's
not interested.
Yeah, you guys know. You know where you'll know him because he's an actor. Fred Williamson.
Oh, he was a DB. He's a huge.
He was in the.
He was a professional football player.
He was in the malt liquor commercial. You said?
I think there was a Fred Williamson. I'm looking for Hammer. Malt liquor commercial back in the day. And I know he played some pro ball, but I can't remember what position. But either way, I think I could get Fred. Billy D, probably a little much. Fred W, that I think I could get.
All right. Well, that dovetails nicely into the fact that New York Governor Andrew Cuomo signed into law the nation's first gun control bill since Newtown.
There's Fred Williamson.
I decided we're just going into the news.
Well, that'll fix everything.
And so this first bill since Newtown will limit the number of bullets allowed in magazines and strengthen the rules that govern the mentally ill. So residents in New York are now restricted to purchasing ammunition magazines that have 7 bullets instead of 10. And mental health professionals will have to report to the state if their patients are exhibiting behavior that makes it seem like they could be harmful to themselves or others. So people are freaking out a little bit over that because of the confidentiality laws.
We're so freaked out. First off, a couple things. Confidentiality. When you're born, you're assigned a number. I mean, my twins were born 6 years ago. They got a number. They got a Social Security number. That's so the government can keep track of them so they can get, what will be 60% of their paycheck every day when they become adults, and so they can figure a bunch of shit out about them. So the idea that you're literally assigned a number in this society upon birth, after that, who gives a fuck? You can get pulled over anytime you want. Any guy who makes $45,000 a year, who was a douchebag from your high school, played a little JC football, can tell you to get out of the car, can search your car, can ask you 1,000 questions, can ask for proof of ID and proof of insurance. And if you're not carrying your proof of insurance or he's not in a good mood, he can cart you off and put you in a fucking drunk tank. What rights do we really have? Try building something on your own property without pulling a permit. Find out what kind of rights you really have in this country. They got your number. They're taking your money. You can't do shit without them, like, again, asking permission. Hey, I want a pet ostrich at my house. I have a fence. Why not? No, you can't. They'll tell you you can't. I own this property. I'd like to sell mangria off this property. No, you can't. Why not? I own the property. I own the mangria. I'll pay taxes on every bottle I sell. No, you need a license. Oh, good. I'd like to get a license for that. You can't have one. So how many rights do we actually have? And this is one of the few ones. It's the same thing I used to say about the Patriot Act. This is one of the few ones where the government is actually trying to stop a plane from going into a building or a school from being shot up. Go ahead, let them do it.
And are you in favor of limiting the size of the magazines?
Yeah, I don't think that. I know that's not going to do anything, and I do know that the communities that have more guns have less of this, and people, while they may be nuts, they're not stupid. If you think the teacher's packing and trained, you're not going into that classroom with your Bushmaster, and everyone thinks I'm insane when I go, look, I've used the example before. I like the idea if I'm on a subway and there's some shit going down on a subway car and the guy next to me says I'm off-duty cop and he's packing, I'm happy about that.
Right.
I really am. If he's Plaxico Burress, I'm probably not happy about that. But if he says he's a cop and I'm packing, I'm fine. And if they took every teacher, listen, teachers, you don't work like 6 months out of the year. You have the entire fucking summer. I'd send all these fucking guys to boot camp. Send them all. They have a whole summer off. Take 2 weeks. Honest to God, I do that celebrity driving school thing every year with the Toyota Grand Prix. You go down the Mojave Desert. You go down there for 4 days. You're fucking Mario Andretti by the time you're done with that shit. 12 hours in the car, skid pad, wet the thing down, all that thing. You took teachers. You get 4 months off, 3 months off for the summer. You do a 3-day course, like an intensive 3-day firearms, whatever, you'll be fine. I'd be fine with that. If my teacher for my kids I knew was well-trained and had a handgun on them that was well-regulated, I'd be completely fine with that. I absolutely would. So I don't think this is going to do anything. In terms of reporting people that are displaying, dangerous, homicidal, suicidal, whatever, I'm all for that. That's fine. Again, we have everyone's number anyway. It's more about the parents. I want the parents to get into trouble. You had a kid that was deeply depressed, dangerous, and having listened to a lot of Metallica and spending a lot of time playing shitty video games.
He was 35.
I want you to talk to that kid.
Yeah, but in New York recently, there was a bunch of crazy people pushing people in front of trains. They didn't have guns, right?
Yeah.
So when I went to Dubai, the rule out there, the law out there is if you have an accident and I hit you, as long as you're in the hospital, I go to jail.
If you have an accident?
As long as I hit you, as long as you're in the hospital, if I hit you, I go to jail. They'll figure it out after you get out the hospital. So what about the gun laws in that sense? If anything happens with my pistol,
right,
I serve the time.
Yeah. Look, I think I've said it a million times. Your kid, before your kid's 18, should be like your dog. If you have a dog that bites people and you don't keep that dog in your yard, chained up in the house, or if the meter reader comes walking up the driveway and you just let Bowser go out of the back door and he bites, guess who gets sued? The dog doesn't get sued.
Right.
You, the homeowner,
I
get
agree.
sued. And if you have a kid who's out there bullying people, shooting people, starting trouble, put the burden on the kid. And that way when the kid, because it drives me nuts when you talk to these parents, it's like, the kid's 14 and I can't control him. Well, if you can't control him, who the fuck can control him?
You had him. We didn't ask you to have him.
That's right.
Put
Now
a shock collar on him.
Yes.
So wait, in Dubai, if the person is like in the hospital for a month and then dies, are you better off than if they're in the hospital for 3 months and then
I didn't get into the detail what happens when they die. I'm sure it's much more severe.
It's less hospital time, though.
How is Dubai?
It's nice.
I saw that
It's a big
Sex
place.
and the City movie.
Big place. It's nice.
Magical to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you do over there?
A lot of
Business?
strange laws. Yeah. I went over there, was hanging out in Atlantis when it opened up and just, hanging out.
What kind of strange laws? Like, give us another good
Well,
strange
like
law.
that one, you can't. I went to get a massage, and you have to be. If you're a man, you have to be massaged by a man. So I obviously couldn't get a massage then.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't let one of dude's hands on you?
No. And a female can only be massaged by a female if she's covered. Her face is covered. It's a religious thing.
What about that weird face donut thing you put your face in? Does that count as being covered?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I just bury my face into that donut
Adam,
and drool.
could you get a massage from a dude?
Yeah, I don't mind a dude.
Do you prefer it?
I enjoy the touch of a man.
From time to time, right?
The whole thing is, I like the chick more than the dude, but the dude has bigger, stronger hands, so he can actually do the job a little bit better.
Yeah, I had a massage by a dude one time, and when he hit the back of my neck and that afro on his forearm rubbed
Yeah,
the back of my neck.
hairy forearm, dude. Oh,
Yeah.
afro forearm, dude.
It's exfoliating.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah, it was like a big hairy loofah. It just didn't work.
Plus,
That's
kind of
disgusting.
mixed feelings about the happy ending with the guy. You know what I mean? That borders on
Mixed.
gay.
From hairy
Mixed.
loofah?
Yeah, I mean, rules are rules, but still mixed feelings on that. Yeah.
Are you watching the Carrie Diaries? You mentioned Sex in the City. It is the prequel to the series.
Yes. It's, I saw a commercial for it. That's as far as I've gotten into it. Yes, but I did watch
That
Sex
means
in
you
the
are.
City. Yeah.
So I have a story here involving Mark Burnett. He gave an interview where he said that he believes that reality TV can work without being mean. And that caught my attention because he's Celebrity Apprentice, right?
Yes.
Do you feel that he is not mean? Or that his shows are not mean?
Well, here's the thing. The people who do his show are like kids who realize they'll get more attention if they act a certain way, unfortunately. But we've talked about it before where, it's Thanksgiving and all the adults are sitting around the table and the 7-year-old comes in and says something precocious and everyone laughs, and then the kid will come back 5 minutes later and say it again because you realize, oh, this works. And you realize...
Is that Aubrey O'Day?
Yes, that's her. Thank you. You realize pretty quickly that they don't really cover you or it doesn't make the cut if you're just sitting around being droll and dry or not commenting on things. But if you get into someone's grill, you get a lot of camera time. And after all, aren't these people, they're there for their charity, but mostly their charity is them and camera time. So it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Why are they there? Not because they're wallflowers. And number two, if they know the more they get into everyone's grill, the more camera time they're going to get. So it almost forces people to act badly in a weird way. You know what I mean?
Here's good or bad news, Adam, depending on how you feel about this. There's a new Girl Scout cookie to hit the roster. It's mango cream with Nutrifusion.
Huh?
So it's an Oreo-esque, tropical-inspired sandwich cookie with a vanilla and coconut wafer and a center that is smooth. And then it has an additive called Nutrifusion, which sounds like a shampoo.
It's like a robot beat off on it. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Viscous Nutrifusion. It has this Nutrifusion
It's a German
additive.
porn star. Viscous Nutrifusion. Who are you working with? Vitreous Nutrifusion.
That guy's built like a brick shit house.
He's
You better
fucking
watch
good.
out.
He's a pro.
Watch out for his brother, though.
Yeah.
Diviscus. It has 15% of the recommended daily intake of vitamin B and 5% of vitamins A, C, D, and E, and B6.
Yeah.
So that includes, quote, all the nutrient benefits of eating cranberries, pomegranates, oranges, grapes, and strawberries.
Right, but you still get a fat ass.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I've said this many times. I feel like the more I say it, the more it happens. There is a different flavor for everything. It's not ending. Damon, maybe you can help me with this. I feel like we got through our life with like 5 flavors, like just one flavor of iced tea. There was just cranberry, or you could get grape, but it wasn't cran, grape, raspberry, mango, Nutrifusion flavor. I argue that when you get too many flavors together, you get no flavor. You just get sweet flavor Do you know what I mean? Like when you get mango and you get the cream and you get the berry and you get the robot beaten off on the cookie, you just have nothing at a certain point.
With a metallic taste.
Yeah. Look, the guy who put the peanut butter with the chocolate is a hero, and that's where it should have ended.
Mr. Reese.
Yeah, we lived with peanut butter on one side of the tracks and chocolate on the other side of the tracks. Urban side of the tracks. That's right. But one day they got together against their parents' wishes. And
the more the peanut people
that's
fought,
right.
the more she.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And
to be dipped.
Peanut fever. She had the peanut fever. The chocolate had the peanut fever bad, and they got together, and they had a beautiful, beautiful, creamy. Are you allowed to say mulatto anymore? Is that a wrong word?
No, mulatto's fine.
Mulatto's cool? Okay, mulatto baby. And her name was Reese's.
Mm-hmm.
And we ate her, and it was good. And now we all started going nuts with fucking cranberries and passion fruit everywhere.
Where are you with putting ketchup on your eggs?
Not a fan.
Okay.
I don't.
Would you judge? Because
a little bit.
I did that. Well, actually,
I judge that because that's an adolescent thing. That's what that's the way I look at it.
For adults, it's like the white trash version of salsa, which is the better version of ketchup. Why don't you put salsa?
Yeah, why don't you
put
salsa on your eggs?
Actually, I put reduced sugar ketchup on my egg beaters.
Oh my god!
Let me ask this.
Well, salsa's on. Isn't that on breakfast burritos?
Yeah. It's in them. Who does this other than Mike August? And it pisses me off. He's one of these guys where every fucking meal he orders, he has to cut it all up in advance. He spends the first 20 minutes sawing everything up into small pieces.
Like baby food.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's like he's his own handler and he's going to feed himself. But he saw it. And it
doesn't hold the spoon up. Here comes the airplane.
Denver omelet, Denver omelet or a steak. It doesn't matter. And I'm like, first off, all you're doing is cooling it and drying it. Like now you're going to have weird little cold, dry cubes of steak at the end.
When the juices
run
out.
Why do you have to? What does
he do? Put the knife to the side and eat it all with a spoon?
He'll eat everything, but I don't understand why can't you just peck away at your burrito or peck away and there's no food, like I said, a burrito, omelets, it doesn't matter. He cuts it all up, he mixes it all up, and then he does the thing where he goes, hey, it all ends up in the same place anyway, and I'm like, all right, but we're all going to be dead in 40 years. So top that, asshole. And your weird just what is life anyway bullshit. Yeah.
It's only existential when dealing with food.
Yeah. Anyway, there were 5 flavors, and now there's 500 million, and it's not stopping. And I don't get it. I don't feel like we need as many flavors as we from a.
No, I don't. I like the straight iced tea. I don't want it. I don't want it with pomegranate / orange / whatever.
You cannot get oatmeal cookies without bits of cranberry in it now.
Right.
And who the fuck said they wanted cranberries in their oatmeal cookie? Not you.
Not I.
Not I.
That's the news.
She.
I'm Allison Rosen. Dip it, cunts. When I smelled strange pussy on you, you said that was just because you walked through a crowded room of people who had been eating pussy and it got on you.
That was the news with Allison Rosen.
That's a long break. How's that mangria treating you?
It's okay.
It's warming up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're demonstrative.
No, that's how it starts, though.
Do you have kids?
Yeah.
Do you have a girl?
Yep.
You're going to give her an eating disorder with that kind of reaction. You know what I mean? All A's? That's something. Not everything. Something. Huh. You made the Olympic team this year. It's interesting.
An alternate, or did you make the team?
Alternate or team. Noted. But you guys haven't won the gold yet.
No.
All right. Well, tell me when you do. Yeah.
Jamaican team's looking pretty strong.
Mm-hmm. You know what I got to say? I feel, I don't want to be homophobic, you know? So, like, if I
just
ever.
this once.
Okay. If I do go to, like, Burke Williams.
You have to have sex with a man?
Well, obviously, it's part of my stress relief ritual. But when I go to the Burke Williams and they'll say, would you prefer a male or a female masseuse? And I'll go, oh, why? Why would that make a difference to me? I don't. Why? I'm not uptight. I mean, a woman would be nice, but if a guy's available, I got no problems there.
It's not about being homophobic. I know a lot of women that would not want a man to
that's
massage
wrong.
them.
Yeah, no, that's different. That's wrong. Try go to my PC Free. I know I interrupted my life spot with a little jag there. Go to my PC Free. 45 days free Try it free for 45 days only if you use the promo code Adam. Visit gotomypc.com, click on the Try It Free button, and remember the promo code Adam. Detroit Royal Oak Theater coming up Friday, January 25th. You can find me there. Daymond John, the name of the show, Shark Tank, Friday nights, 9 p.m., ABC. I enjoyed so much. Website, DaymondJohn.com. You can Twitter him at the Shark Daymond. At the Shark Daymond. Daymond, this has been a bit of okay. Who the hell else? Harley? What was Harley saying?
Appreciate the
Morenstein?
The mangria.
Epic meal time.
Epic meal time. Enjoy that mangria.
I will.
Let's get rich. Come on. So, until next time, this is Adam for Daymond and Harley and Allison and Brian saying mahalo.
If you don't have a mother, I don't want to eat you.
For calling times and topics, follow the show on Twitter at Adam Carolla Show. Follow Adam on Twitter at Adam Carolla. Be sure and like him on Facebook. Check out the live podcast tonight at Amalfi in Los Angeles with guest Anthony Jeselnik. And every Wednesday night after that. Plus, Adam and Dr. Drew are having a reunion tour starting in February. Check out AdamCarolla.com to see if they're coming to your town. Get tickets and more stand-up dates online at AdamCarolla.com.